so I'd rather hide. Man, I'm just so grateful that I made it this far. Almost thought I had to call my mama in a cop car. Benny's everything for me and everything I need. I would be nothing if you didn't give me no reason to be. Cause I'm riding through the city. Just let tomorrow wait. And I ain't worried about it. Come too far. See you with the top down.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's been a minute since I turned this camera on and cooked for y'all. But how you doing? How you doing? I am going to show y'all step by step everything that I'm cooking for this baby shower. First of all, welcome back to In the Kitchen with Lo. I am Lo, by the way, okay, you guys? If you're new here, stay here. And guys, I know it's been a minute since I done turned this camera on. Life been lifing, okay? Life has definitely been lifing, but welcome back to my home. Welcome back to my kitchen. I have 2 pots of water going here, y'all. And we're going to jump just right on into what I'm doing. My first thing that I'm making for the baby shower is pasta salad their way, okay? I just cook what my clients ask me to cook, so y'all just come along and watch me work. So while our water is coming to a boil, I have washed these little cherry tomatoes, and I'm just going to cut them in half and set them to the side, guys. So I'm going to let the music play while I do my prepping. Y'all already know that though, right?
Hey, I say a prayer when I wake up in the morning. Lord, I need you now. Lord, I need you now, yeah. When I'm with you, you got me feeling like I'm soaring high above the clouds, high above the clouds. I know you're coming, he's coming back. Time is of the essence, gotta get it right now. When you try to teach me, oh yeah, I should have learned my lessons, but I'm gonna get it right. You said you'll never leave my side. Got a few with you, never lie. And every need you will supply. Yeah. When I'm in trouble, I know you hide me. And when I'm lost, I know you got me. I know you got me. And if I wander off, I know you'll find me. You'll find me. But I need you right beside me. Lord, I need you right beside me. Let it burn, let it burn. If the altar's where you meet us, take me there, take me there. If what you need is just an offering, it's right here. My life is here. I'll be a living sacrifice for you. You're the fire, the refiner.
Okay guys, now I'm just going to oil our water and put some salt in our water and allow it to come to a boil. And we're going to get this pasta to going so we can knock out these 2 pans of pasta salad. I am doing 1 pan with seafood, crab meat, and shrimp, and 1 pan with just ham, cucumber, and tomato. We had one person that was allergic to seafood. We don't want to take anyone out, okay? So here I am just pouring the pasta in the water, you know, stirring it up, getting everything to going. It doesn't take pasta long to cook. So I'm just going to get these pots to shake it and rolling so I can move forward because I have 11 pans of food to make, guys. Yes, 11. All by my little old self. but I always get the job done. Our noodles are finished, so I'm just removing them out of the pot and allowing them to cool a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and assemble the pasta. I'm going to start off with those cherry tomatoes. And baby, using cherry tomatoes was easier than using the large tomatoes that I normally use and cut them up. Cherry tomatoes definitely will be my go-to from now on. I'm just going to add some cucumber to this one and some ham, and the other pan will have the seafood in it, guys. So just watch me work. I truly enjoy helping out a friend. When she called me and told me that someone she knew needed a caterer, I jumped right on the job, you guys. No hesitation. Helping someone is always a wonderful thing, at least in my eyes. I'm going to go ahead and assemble the other pan and get this thing to rolling, y'all. Now, I know everyone make their sauce for their pasta different. I just use mayo, ranch seasoning, and some Italian dressing. Some people just use Italian dressing. Some people use salad supreme. It's up to you how you want your pasta to taste. But I love this flavor. And like I said, this is just some mayo, ranch seasoning, and some Italian dressing. I mix it well in this bowl and I pour it right on to the pasta. You're just looking for a creamy texture, you guys. That's it. Now I have seasoned my pasta and then I poured my mixture on my pasta. But you know, you season to taste. It definitely needed more seasoning, so you will see me add a little more seasoning to the pasta until I got it right. Flavor is key, guys, when making any dish. And all I'm doing here, guys, is combining everything together, making sure all my noodles are coated really well. And we're going to keep on going to the next dish. Y'all, I had to really use some arm strength in this. I have been having really bad right shoulder pain. I will go get it checked out. But guys, I'm just re-seasoning the pasta because I thought it needed more flavor. That's all I'm doing here, and I'm mixing my seasoning in really well. And then we're going to set it to the side, guys, and move on to another dish. I will show you guys how it's looking before I put a lid on it. Look at that pasta. Yes, indeed, they're going to go in, guys. Oh, goodness. I wish I could have a bowl right now. But we're going to move on to the next dish, and they will be the deviled eggs, guys. I went on ahead and took the yolks out, split them down the middle. And I'm trying to do this speedily, guys, because I know in my mind that I have a lot to do. I did not prep. Life has been lifing. But y'all already know that I'm going to get through this, right? Yes, indeed. This is not my first rodeo. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. So I'm going to put all my love and effort into all of this food, just like I would do if it was my own family, guys. Yes, indeed. So I'm just trying to get all the eggs, yolks out. And I think I did 100 eggs and cut them in half and got everything assembled and ready to go. So I got all my egg yolks out. I always take my meat masher and I just mash up my yolks. I just put all that energy into the mashing up those yolks, you guys. So, y'all, once I get the yolks and everything mashed up, I go ahead and add all of my ingredients. Be careful with the mayo because you can always add in, but you can't take out. So I added some yellow mustard, of course, some sweet pickle relish. And I'm also going to add in some sugar, you guys. Got to have that sugar. Some people be like, sugar? That's just what I add in my eggs, guys. I don't know how you guys do yours. But anywho, y'all, I went on ahead and added in my sugar, and I did do 2 scoops of sugar. Do your eggs how you see fit. And I'm going to come right on in with my mixer. And I'm just going to mix, you guys, until I get a smooth and creamy texture. Now, you may have to add in some more mayo, mustard, sweet relish. It's up to you. Taste as you go, guys. And my batter is looking all smooth. Y'all look at it. It's smooth and creamy, just how I want it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab me a good old Ziploc bag. I don't have no piping bags, but this Ziploc bag finna do the trick, okay? And go ahead and put my mixture in the Ziploc bag. And we're going to go ahead and pipe these eggs, honey, because I'm trying to get out the kitchen, okay? But anywho, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to cut a little slit in my Ziploc bag. And we're going to go ahead and jump on over here to our eggs, guys. And I'm going to go ahead and pipe it really well. And I want every egg to be filled. I don't want a little bit of yolk in it. I need them filled, okay? Nobody wants to barely taste the filling. That's the point of deviled eggs. But anywho, I'm going to go ahead and fill them on up. And we're going to move on to the next dish, you guys. I really, truly giving someone my best work. I want them to taste this food and be like, wow, who made this? Okay, me. Yeah, it was me. Give myself a pat on the back. It was me. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and add my paprika onto my eggs, and you just shake it on there generously. You know how much you want. And then I'm also gonna add some dry parsley flakes on top of my eggs as well. That's optional. It's up to you. But I always say presentation is everything. You want everything to be really nice. I mean, you know what they say, you eat with your eyes. So if it don't look right, you're not going to eat it, right? So make sure all your food always look presentable. And there's the eggs, you guys. Look, listen. When I say my kids was like, let me get one. I'll make you guys a pan later, okay? So we're going to move right on to these meatballs, guys. And baby, look, listen. You go to Sam's Club, for sure, you can make 2 pans of meatballs if you get 3 bags, guys. And that's what I do. I use 1 whole bag in each pan, and then I use a half a bag in another. That makes 2 pans of meatballs, as you can see. And I just pour a little bit of water on my meatballs, and I'll allow them to steam. You could do this in the oven or on top of the stove or in your crock pot. It's up to you. So I was showing you guys the kind of hamburgers that I'm going to sear on both sides and then place them in the oven later, guys. So I did 72 hamburgers, guys. Yes, 72. So this is just my first batch. And I'm going to flip them over and let them sear up and get a good crust on them and everything. And I'm going to set them to the side in that pan that you see over there. Everything is smelling so delicious. You understand me? Like, wow. I normally don't do hamburgers or hot dogs for anyone. But when they asked, I was like, okay, step outside your comfort zone, Lo. Step outside your comfort zone and just, you know, see what you can do out there. And of course, I made 72 hamburgers, guys. But anywho, it was my pleasure to do it. I'm just going to keep this thing rolling. I season up all my patties and, you know, just make sure everything had flavor on it, you guys. And I'm just going to keep it rolling. I'm just in here in my own little element, just rolling, guys. And that's how the hamburgers turned out, you guys. And I'm going to move right on to searing our hot dogs. Now, y'all, look, listen, I'm not a master on the grill. Matter of fact, I'm going to buy a grill and I'm going to take you guys along with me as I learn how to grill. I've always been afraid of the grill, but it's time for me to conquer my fears, right? But anywho, I just dropped a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of my pot, and I let my oven, my burner heat up, and I'm just going to basically sear them on. See how they look on both sides? Kind of make it look like they came off the grill, but they really didn't. I gave them that type of feel, and she just loved it. She was like, oh my goodness, I would have never thought. See how it looks? Like they've been grilled, but not really, guys. But you have to watch them closely because they will burn. These was turning colors a little fast. But anyways, that's how the hot dogs came out, guys. Like they was on the grill, but they wasn't. Anyways, we're going to move on to our sauce for our meatballs while they're in the oven. I did a whole jar of grape jelly, And I put some barbecue sauce in my bowl along with some brown sugar. Now we're going to mix this well. Don't worry if you see any lumps, bumps, or whatever in the jelly and you just cannot get this mixture smooth. It doesn't matter, guys. It will smooth itself out in the oven, guys. Our meatballs is ready. We're going to put our mixture right on top of our meatballs. And we're just going to spread that mixture out a little bit. No big deal. Don't worry. If you see those lumps and bumps on that jelly, it's okay. Don't panic. It'll be fine, okay? But anyways, I'm just going to spread it out. Look at that. Simple and easy. This is like one of the easiest dishes to ever make, okay, guys? And I'm going to put a lid on it and put it right back in the oven. And, baby, you're going to see how they come out perfect. Look at me just tossing them on around. They all out the oven smelling and looking good, okay? Let me give y'all a quick close-up of how the meatballs look. Perfect. Simple and easy, guys. Yes, indeed. I'm going to put a lid on them and set them to the side, guys. So let's move on to making our baked beans. We're almost to the finish line. But anywho, I pulled the juice off of this can of baked beans and I kept the juice on this can of baked beans. I just don't like my beans with a lot of juice, guys. But anywho, I did prep the hamburger meat the night before. And I'm going to go ahead and add it to my beans. And baby, look, listen, we finna get these beans to popping, okay? So what I do is I add my peppers and onions. And yes, they're frozen. Then I add mustard. And of course, you got to have that barbecue sauce, okay? Yes, indeed. Use any kind of barbecue sauce you feel free to. I just use Sweet Baby Ray's. And then I'm going to add in my brown sugar, you guys. And I'm just going to give this a good old mix. Of course, toss it around, get everything incorporated and combined together. And we're going to just keep on rolling, guys. Once I get everything mixed up and together, I'm going to season our beans because y'all already know what they say. If you ain't sneezing, it definitely ain't seasoned, okay? Put some flavor on that food, so that's what we finna do. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with some of that barbecue seasoning, guys. And of course, I'm gonna hit it with some of that garlic powder. Yes, indeedy. Followed by that garlic powder, I'm gonna go ahead and use some complete seasoning, guys. I love me some complete, okay? And then I'm gonna go ahead and use me some onion powder. Got to have that. Yes, indeed. Then I'm going to go ahead and get that mixed up really good. And we're going to slide these beans on in this oven. Get them to cooking so we can move to our last dish, guys. And I can finally breathe a little bit, okay? But anyways, this is how our beans turned out, guys. Yes, indeed. Now we're going to jump on over here and we're going to make the pasta for the mac and cheese. Now I already put my oil and my salt in the water, so I let it come to a boil, you guys. Of course, I'm going to add the pasta and allow it to cook. When I'm doing the mac and cheese and the pasta salad, I have to have 2 pots rolling. I'm trying to get it done, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get these pots to jump in, get our pasta all finished and ready for the mac and cheese, you guys. So I'm just giving it a good stir so our pasta will not stick to each other. That's all I'm doing here, guys. Our pasta is all finished. I'm going to go ahead and remove it from our pots. And we're going to go ahead and start on our cheese sauce after I get all of our pasta out. And we're going to finish this macaroni and cheese. We're going out with the bang, you guys. We're going out strong. Okay, let's start with our mac and cheese. Now, what I do is I put some butter in the bottom of my skillet. I think I'm going to add a little bit more butter, you guys. That was not enough. So I'm going to add some more butter. Once that butter melts, I'm going to add some flour, you guys. This is just how I do mine. Some people just start with a milk base. It's up to you. But anyways, I go ahead and get that butter and that flour combined, incorporated together. And then I add some milk in there and I smooth all of that out. Trust the process, okay? Let's trust this process. It don't look like nothing now, but we're going to smooth it out. Look at that. Look at God. Yes, indeed. But anyways, we go ahead and get that, and I add a little bit more milk. Y'all, I like to build my cheese sauce. This is just how I do mine, guys. I go ahead and build it up before I start adding in my cheeses, okay? And I'm just whisking that all together really good, making sure everything is smooth. Then I start adding in my cheese. That is some Monterey and Kobe Jack cheese. And I'm just going to add it in steps. You may see me add more milk. Just trust the process, okay? We're going to have a thick cheese sauce, okay? And if it seems like it's too thick, guys, just thin it out with a little bit of milk, guys. That's all you have to do. But anywho, we're going to go ahead and get this cheese sauce to pumping and jumping, okay? So I'm just allowing my cheese to go ahead and melt on into my flour mixture so it can be a little thick. And y'all, I like to add an egg in my cheese sauce. To me, it makes my cheese sauce more richer. So I just add that egg on in there and mix it in really well, guys. And once I get that all incorporated in there, guys, and it'll fight you a little bit. Now, go ahead and get it on in there. You know how them eggs be. But anyways, I do like to add sour cream into my cheese mixture as well. And I go ahead and get that incorporated in there as well, guys. And after this, we're going to throw us some good old seasoning in our cheese sauce. And baby, it's going to be ready. So I start off using some salt, of course. And then I'm going to use some black pepper. Gotta have that pepper. I like to see my pepper in my cheese sauce or in my mac and cheese. Of course, that is some garlic powder. And I'm also going to use a little bit of onion powder and a little bit of paprika. Just a little bit, guys. You don't want your cheese sauce red, okay? So I just sprinkled a little bit of paprika into the cheese sauce, and I'm going to give that a good mix. And our cheese sauce is ready. It's ready to meet the pasta, okay? Just getting all that combined in really well, guys. Look at that cheese sauce. Yes, indeedy, baby. Let's go ahead and get our pasta all assembled so I can get it in the oven. This is my last dish, guys, and I am so happy, okay? My feet are killing me. I've been on them since last night, getting everything together, guys. But anyways, I went ahead and added my cheese sauce to the pasta. And you know you have to wake that pasta up because, baby, it go to sleep on you so fast, okay? So I'm trying to wake this pasta on up, honey. Look, listen. So I'm going to go ahead and spread out my mac and cheese. And I'm going to sprinkle some Kobe Jack and some mozzarella onto the top of the mac and cheese. And you know, you got to have your cheese well thickened on top of the mac, okay? Nobody don't want no dry macaroni and cheese, okay? But anywho, guys, once I got all my cheese and everything on there, I am going to top it with some paprika, of course. And that just give it that little, you know, crust, dark crust to it once it's cooking in the oven, guys. And I'm also going to hit it with some dry parsley. And that's just money dust to me. I just like it because it makes everything looks pretty, okay? But anyways, we're going to slide it in and our mac and cheese look like this, you guys. And I'm going to show you guys me putting everything in the car. I'm all loaded up, y'all. And I'm about to head out. Pick you guys up in a little bit. This is everything I cooked for the baby shower. Thank you guys for rolling with me. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.